Mountainsmith here, reading Genesis 9 again. This is actually my second time reading because I didn't really kind of grasp it all the other chapters I did before. So I'm reading Genesis 9 basically for the second time, and we're going to go through it here. Follow me along. I'm reading the new, what is it here? The New Living Translation. So Noah is out of the boat. You know, God destroyed the rest of the world with floods and left Noah, his wife, his 3 sons and 3 wives. Something I got to thinking about after I had read Genesis 8 is the very, very end. It says, the Lord is talking about a number of things. And then he says, as long as the earth remains, there will be planting and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, day and night. This got me thinking, did the Lord then create seasons at this point? Summer and winter? Spring, fall? I mean, is that actually what happened here? It's small, but it also seems possible that that's when seasons started, I'm wondering. So maybe somebody can tell me. All right, so let's get into Genesis 9 here. I know that this is where a lot of because all people, as well as the sons of God, as well as everything, has been killed off before the flood. So essentially, we are supposed to be at this point here with Genesis where there's absolutely nothing left on earth besides Noah, the animals, whatever he's bringing out, his wives, his 3 sons and wives, their wives, not his. So from here, the lineage and all people and everything should be kind of moving forward. The other thing that got to me thinking is, so Noah is supposed to be the righteous one. His wife, which we don't know where she came from, Noah's 3 sons, they came from Noah and his wife. Where and who, I guess, is the question then, are the three wives of Noah's sons? Where did they come from and what is their lineage? This got me thinking about like kind of the Nephilim and where these 3 wives possibly came from, their ancestry, basically. Because somebody else had mentioned in the comments about, we do know based on science that humans don't all share the same chromosomal level. So that got me thinking actually about the 3 wives of Noah's sons, which kind of makes sense to me. And then again, there could be a lot of different reasons and explanations. I don't know, but it was something that really stuck out to me, and I thought that was kind of interesting. So, all right, so Genesis 9, let's start this out here. God confirms his covenant. Now, again, I just to remind anyone who's with me here, I have read this once before, but I just breezed through it because I was just reading the words and I really wasn't thinking. So this is kind of like a refreshing of the first read, but the second read. God confirms his covenant. Then God blessed Noah and his sons and told them, be fruitful and multiply, fill the earth. All the animals of the earth, all the birds of the sky, all the small animals that scurry along the ground, and all the fish in the sea will look on you with fear and terror. Ooh, I remember that. Which is kind of funny because basically it's God is then saying to Noah that all animals, that humans are above all animals because they will be in fear and terror of looking at us, which is kind of an interesting thought if you think about it now. Like, I don't know. I have placed them in your power. I have given them to you for food, just as I have given you grain and vegetables. But you must never eat any meat that still has the lifeblood in it. Still has the lifeblood in it. What does that mean? I don't actually remember. Again, this is, you got to go back and second reading things. But you must never eat any meat that still has the lifeblood in it. I have no idea what that means. Somebody can maybe help me out if they're here with me. All right. And I will require the blood of anyone who takes another person's life. Oh, I remember that one. Which, if we think about it, means that we are justifying the killing of, God is saying, hey, and I will require the blood of anyone who takes another person's life. So if someone murders someone, God is saying, I will require the blood of that person. Does that mean that we're justifying the murder of someone else that murdered someone? That's kind of a question there. If a wild animal kills a person, it must die. And anyone who murders a fellow human must die. Oh yeah, I forgot there. It just answered it. And anyone who murders a fellow human must die. Says it right there. Genesis 9 in the second paragraph. So, I mean, this is the Old Testament. I've got some other thoughts about that, but it says it right there. If anyone takes a human life, that person's life will also be taken by human hands. For God made human beings in his own image. Now be fruitful and multiply and repopulate the earth. This, you know, I think about kind of modern times right now where it says, you know, humans must not take another life. We have laws that say you can't take another life. Here in America, we have basically the death penalty it's existent, but it doesn't get used that much. And so many people want to follow the Bible and its teachings and things like that. And maybe there's something else. I mean, obviously, I'm only in Genesis, so maybe there's something else that changed things along the way. But it does say it right there. By the Lord, by the God. And anyone who murders a fellow human must die. I mean, kind of simple. It's really hard for me to misinterpret that. All right, moving on. Then God told Noah and his sons, I hereby confirm my covenant with you and your descendants, and with all the animals that were on the boat with you, the birds and the livestock and all the wild animals, every living creature on earth. Yes, I am confirming my covenant with you. Never again will the flood waters kill all living creatures. Never again will a flood destroy the earth. It's good to know. So basically God has said, I'm done. You know, my covenant, I won't destroy anything else again. Then God said, I am giving you a sign of my covenant with you and with all living creatures. For all generations to come, I have placed my rainbow in the clouds. I have placed my rainbow in the clouds. I feel like I read that once before and I don't really understand what that means. So, it is a sign of my covenant with you and all earth. When I send clouds over the earth, the rainbow will appear in the clouds, and I will remember my covenant with you and with all living creatures. Never again will the floodwaters destroy all life. When I see the rainbow in the clouds, I will remember the eternal covenant between God and every living creature on earth. Then God said to Noah, yes, this rainbow is the sign of the covenant I am confirming with all the creatures on earth. So let me think about that for a second here. Then God, I am giving you a sign of covenant with you, all living creatures for all generations. I have placed my rainbow in the clouds. It is a sign of my covenant with you and all the earth. When I send the clouds over the earth, the rainbow will appear. Covenant with you. So I guess my understanding of this entire section is that when we see a rainbow after it rains, that's God's covenant. Is that what we're thinking? That, we see a rainbow and that's God's covenant that he's not going to destroy the rest of us at any given moment. Am I kind of understanding that? I don't know. Okay. I kind of like it if that's the thought, if that's what puts a new idea and a thought into what we see as rainbows. I saw a rainbow the other day when it rained too. So, all right, Noah's sons. The sons of Noah who came out of the boat with their father were Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Japheth. I'm going to say Japheth. Ham is the father of Canaan. Now remember, this goes later. Canaan is important. From these three sons of Noah came all the people who now populate the earth. See, that's what I was thinking about in the very beginning, is if all the people of earth currently, as it says, from these three sons of Noah came all the people who now populate the earth. He also has three wives. So where did those wives come from? And that's what I'm thinking on a chromosomal level, who possibly that's where we all come from, because where were those wives originally? Okay. After the flood, Noah began to cultivate the ground, and he planted a vineyard. One day he drank some wine he had made, and he became drunk and lay naked inside his tent. As we all should. Ham, the father of Canaan, saw that his father was naked and went outside and told his brothers. Then Shem and Japheth took a robe, held it over their shoulders, and backed into the tent to cover their father. As they did this, they looked the other way so they would not see him naked. When Noah woke up from his stupor, he learned what Ham, his youngest son, had done. Then he cursed Canaan, the son of Ham. Oh, that's kind of right. But I wonder, Like, why? I mean, Noah is the righteous one. God saved him, his sons, their wives, Noah's wife. But there's probably a lot more to the story than we just read in this part because, okay, so Ham, he just sees his father naked, he's drunk. What did he do? He got drunk and he's laying naked. And then he's like, oh my gosh, let me go tell my two brothers. They back up so that they don't see him naked. And then Noah wakes up and he curses Ham's son, Canaan. There's got to be more to this story because that just, it just doesn't make any sense. Why would you do that? But, excuse me, I don't know what's going on there. So the curse. When Noah woke up from his stupor, he learned what Ham, his son, had done. Then he cursed Canaan, the son of Ham. May Canaan be cursed. May he be the lowest of servants to his relatives. I mean, it's so mean to say that. Then Noah said, may the Lord, the God of Shem, be blessed, and may Canaan be his servant. May God expand the territory of Japheth, and may Japheth share the prosperity of Shem, and may Canaan be his servant. Noah lived another 350 years after the great flood. He lived 950 years, and then he died. So I come to this part here, this very end, the three sons, but why did Noah suddenly dislike Ham for what he did and curse his son Canaan to be Japheth and Shem's servant? It leads to question of, okay, in my mind, I'm suddenly thinking about human nature again, what I've kind of talked about, and I don't know, nothing ever changes in humans, and Noah ended up changing something.